Hi there, how you doing? Welcome back. Thanks for joining us again in today's video. Today I'll be talking about reasons why women should have sex more often. It's often said that we should exercise well, have a great diet, we should sleep well, but we have never been taught the health benefits of regular sex, and women can benefit from this. There are several women who don't enjoy sex or who believe, most probably because of cultural reasons, religious reasons, personal reasons, that sex is only for making babies or procreation. They don't believe that sex is very important in actually helping them boost their immunity. So this video is for married people and those who are celibates or sexually pure or abstaining from sexual intercourse and learning how to enjoy their sex lives when they get married. This video is not to promote promiscuity among singles. With this, I have to say, if you are married and you have pain in your reproductive organ, that means you have pain during penetration, please, if you're a Christian, go for deliverance. Seek help. Some people will call it vaginismus. If you are a man and whenever you're trying to penetrate your spouse or whenever your spouse is trying to engage with you, you have pain on your sex organ, please, if you're a Christian, go for deliverance and seek help from a therapist. If you're not a Christian, seek help from a therapist. But I'm telling you, you need deliverance. You may just be having a spiritual spouse. So thank you for joining me. Let's roll in. Welcome back. Into this class, I'm going to be teaching you reasons why women should have sex often. But before I continue, I'd like to say that if there's any suggestion and any feedback you'd like to give me on how I can improve your viewing, please kindly indicate that in the comment section. My happiness, my responsibility, and my aim is to make sure that your viewing is enjoyable and entertaining. If there's any suggestions that you want to give me in regards to anything, I'm open, whether it's negative or it's positive, whether it's about the sound, the video quality, my setup, or how I can make it more entertaining and more relaxing for you. I'm really open. So let's dive in. We are going to be talking about reasons why women should have sex often. And point number one is it keeps a woman in touch with her femininity. Femininity is not the deluded definition that is flooded or that has flooded our communities on our social media platforms that make women feel that they are equal to men or superior to a man. It can never happen, and it will never happen that a woman would ever be above a man. When I'm talking about femininity, I'm talking about a woman's role, the woman's purpose, her submission, her cooperativeness. It keeps a woman connected to her purpose of creation. That means it keeps you knowing that you have to be vulnerable, you have to be emotionally connected to your spouse to be able to feel like a woman. It keeps women who have gotten out of their feminine touch. Maybe it's because they work too much, maybe because they have been single for too long and they just got married, maybe it's because of a bad experience they had, maybe it's because of religious reasons. It just keeps a woman in touch with her feminine roles. And this is very important because as a woman, femininity is very attractive. To be feminine is very attractive. It keeps you in touch with your seductive nature, with your flirtatious nature. You're able to flirt with your spouse, to seduce your spouse, and that is what is needed in a marriage to keep your sex life healthy. Number two is it keeps the lady fit. Now, if a female who is not flexible, who is a little bit overweight, is having sex regularly and is in her feminine role, and she understands her responsibility to satisfy her spouse. She'll make sure that she goes on top. She'll make sure that she keeps the relationship spicy, not only in the bedroom. She'll make sure that she does a lot of pelvic floor exercises. She'll make sure that she actually winds her waist, make sure that she's always on the top, to make sure that she keeps the man thinking about her all the time. So she'll try to eat healthy, she'll try to work out, she'll try to do a lot of things. She'll try to ask the spouse to teach her a lot of moves that she can do to please him. I'm not in for watching pornography because it's very dangerous, especially for married couples. Number 3, a woman is an emotional being. So regular sex with her spouse, with her husband, enables her to bond well with her husband. There'll be more communication and she has a higher chance of hitting climax, especially if she has never had an orgasm before. So as a female, if you're finding it very difficult to bond with your spouse, to communicate with your spouse, or maybe you're trying to tell your spouse certain things and he's not understanding, just hold up. When you have sex with him regularly, communicate with him, and when he understands that you guys work together better, when he listens to you, when he allows you to communicate with him, when he opens himself and also puts in his spirit that he's supposed to be one with his woman, it is easy for him to bond with you, especially if you have a husband who wasn't emotionally connected to his dad or his mom, or who has daddy issues or mommy issues, or who had a funny upbringing. And even as a lady, if you had a funny upbringing, daddy issues, mommy issues, you were raped, you were sexually assaulted, or even your spouse, this is a perfect medium for you guys to use as a medium. And it's good that the woman should allow herself to be vulnerable, because women enjoy sex better when they're emotionally vulnerable towards their partners. Number 4 is regular sex improves good blood circulation. It improves the heart health, especially if a lady is having multiple orgasms. In fact, if a lady is having multiple orgasms and having sex regularly, she has a less chance of having high blood pressure, low blood pressure, any form of heart diseases or heart complications in the future or in the present. Number 5 is it helps the lady to understand her body more. Regular sex will help a lady to know the best position she can hit climax. It will also help her to understand her menstrual cycle, and also help her to get the best family planning for her family. In fact, it will make her to discuss and communicate more with her husband if she should go on family planning or he should go on family planning. And yes, there are male pills, there are male birth control pills, there are male contraceptives on the market. So this is a good opportunity, because many ladies don't know how to calculate their menstrual cycle. They don't know their menstrual cycle length. They don't know when they're ovulating. So this is a good opportunity to help ladies to monitor their menstrual cycle, especially if you have an irregular cycle, or if you have shorter cycles. That means you have your cycle twice in a month. Number 6 is it increases and improves the immune system of the lady. When a lady has sex regularly or more often, there's an increase in the production of an antibody, the immunoglobulin A. And this immunoglobulin A is amazing. It's very good in defending the body against infections, all forms of infection, microbial infection, whether it's bacterial, fungi, viral, or parasitic. So the more sex you have, the more these antibodies go out to defend your body. So more sex, stronger immunity. Number 7 is it reduces pain in the body. And also if the lady has menstrual pain or period pain. So during sex, oxytocin is released and endorphins. That's a substance that is being released. And this oxytocin and endorphins help the body to relax. In fact, it is an anti-inflammation and a pain relief substance. It relieves pain in the body, and also it reduces inflammation. So if you're on your period and you have sex more often, yes, the period pain is going to go away. And that's the truth, because your body is going to produce these substances, these hormones that are going to help you feel good, feel relaxed. They're going to calm your nerves. It's going to calm your nerves. It's going to reduce inflammation. It's going to reduce pain. And that is so relaxing. And this leads us to the next point. It gives a feel-good mood. Yes, these oxytocins and endorphins make you feel good. It helps you relax. It makes you more connected to your emotions. It makes you happy. It makes you more excited, especially if you're emotionally connected to your spouse and you love your spouse. So it makes you good, and it makes you want to satisfy your spouse. And this also is connected to point number one. It gets you in touch with your femininity. As a woman, you want to tap into your feminine role to make sure that you're submissive, you're a helper to your spouse, you're seductive, you dress well. It's so good. That's what I mean. And then it leads us to the next point, is that it improves sleep patterns. If you have a stressful day, if you are taking some drugs that are making you to have insomnia, if you're struggling to sleep all the time, if you have challenges, if you have a stressful day, please do have sex more often, because it's actually going to improve your sleep patterns. After you have had sex, these endorphins, this oxytocin is actually going to calm your nerves. It's actually going to relax you, relax your muscles. It's going to make you feel in a good mood. It's going to make you feel lighter, and you're going to sleep real good. You're going to sleep like a baby, having good dreams, and a lot more. Number 10 is it gives a strong pelvic floor. When a lady has sex regularly, her pelvic floor muscles are at work. They begin to work. And what do I mean by pelvic floor muscles? I mean the muscles of your bladder, the muscle of your anus, the muscles around your vagina, they are at work. And this helps you to control feces, not to have leaks. If you have bladder problems, this is going to sort it out. If you have leakages while you sneeze, while you talk, this is going to sort it out. And it helps you to tone those muscles. I'm not saying it's a vagina tightening method. I'm trying to say it just helps those muscles to be stronger and firmer. Point number 11 is it delays menopause. Yes, during sex, the estrogen is responsible. The estrogen hormone is responsible for this arousal and this, this stimulation of sexual activity in the woman. And if you're having sex more often, you're less likely to enter premenopause earlier, because some women enter premenopause right at the age of 35. And that's the truth, because women are different. So if you have sex more often, you have a 90% chance of entering menopause maybe at the age of 60. Trust me, that's very possible. So keep engaging in sexual activities with your partner. Number 12 is it increases your chances of having regular periods. This is for women who have irregular periods. So when you have sex regularly with your spouse, you will notice that your irregular menstrual cycle, maybe due to stress, maybe due to hormonal imbalance, will balance up, because your body is getting used to a cycle of estrogen levels. In fact, your body is adapting, especially if you have been on birth control pills. This is going to help you a lot. And I would like to end by saying that there's a difference between having pain during sex in your vagina and pain under your lower abdomen. You can have pain under your lower abdomen. That would mean that you're having a bladder infection or a sexually transmitted disease. But if you're having pain in your vagina while your spouse is penetrating you, or you're feeling like you're having piercings in your vagina while your spouse is having sex with you, especially if you've had children before, you need help. You need to see a therapist. If you're a believer, you're a Christian, please go for deliverance. So don't take it lightly. And if every time your spouse wants to approach you and you feel like you start having that pain or feel uncomfortable, there is a problem. Seek help. Get deliverance. And if you notice that you don't have desire for your spouse, you're not a lady who can go towards your spouse and ask your spouse that, oh, please, I need you, or seduce your spouse. Please make sure you communicate with your spouse and ask your spouse to help you communicate with him, maybe sexually, or maybe your spouse is doing certain things to you that you don't like. Please tell your spouse that this tension, these arguments, these problems we have because of this or because of that makes it very difficult for me to bond with you during sex. And if he's a man who loves you, if he's a man who is into you, he will take time to listen to you and to satisfy your needs and be more open and be more flexible towards you. So thank you for joining me in today's class. And if you're a returning subscriber, I love you. If you just stumble on this channel, I don't need to say it. You know you're welcome, right? Turn on the notification bell, subscribe, like, and share, and feel free to join the family. I love you.